Guess who's back?
Guess who's back?
Guess who back in the house? Copyright.
Yeah.
I was about to say
My brothers are back. Oh, we got that custom. Here we go. What's up? What's up? We are on our way to Joann's Fabric. Today I am finally doing the headliner in the 350Z. I already got the fabric for the headliner. The more I was thinking about it, I now want to just wrap the A pillars as well. Maybe B pillars, maybe a few other things. And I thought that I really should get another fabric with more of a pattern on it to be even more obnoxious. Here's a sample of the main fabric that's suede that I got for the headliner. So now we're gonna go out and find something for like an accent pattern. Maybe something really crazy, I don't know. But we're gonna go see what we can find. I think I'm looking for something, definitely something pink. And something with a pattern. Something a little crazy, very girly. And something that maybe has at least the shade of pink that the headliner is gonna be in. You would find that. You would find the sparkles. Okay, now we're talking. So far, this is my favorite. And I think that is so Barbie and fun and awesome and crazy, and it's the same like tone of pink. Ooh. Wait a minute. What is this? And what is happening in front of my face right now? Look at the fabric. This is like the fabric version of silver chrome neochrome.
I say get that.
Wow, it's like if you go in there and it's the inside of a magical unicorn Barbie drift car. So this and the other one are number one right now, for sure. I'm really surprised there's not a lot more like super girly patterns. That's really what I was looking for. Oh, I wish it wasn't see-through, like sheer. That's pretty cool. Hold up, here we go. This is interesting. This is very interesting because one, this is like a suede-ish kind of feeling one. And then this, it has the color in it and it has hearts, and it just, I want it to go with the headliner but be like a break off of the headliner. And this, oh my gosh, that might be it. I don't know, this is definitely an option. How did I miss that? It's basically neochrome sequin. Man, that is so cool.
Oh.
There's so much cool stuff.
This is just harder material to work with.
Oh yeah. Processing overload right now. There's just so much shiny stuff. Oh my gosh, hold up. This one is over here, hidden in the corner. Oh! This might be it, bro. Tell me why I found this hidden in the corner.
That looks dope.
And it's just, it has our color in it.
That's gonna be so fun.
Okay, I need to, oh my gosh.
I say get these two, cause that and your sample piece, I think all go together.
Let's keep going. I'm just gonna keep grabbing all the options and then at the very end make a decision. I'm so happy right now. That's what I want in this car. I want you to just look at it or get inside of it and you just have to smile. Like you just, it makes you happy. And all of these fabrics could maybe do that. So the fur is pretty crazy. I think that's my number one right now, but we're gonna keep looking. Wait a minute. I'm really surprised I don't have like actual Barbie fabric. Which one looks better like in the background subtly, you know? Like, can you imagine it? I have a huge decision to make and it's really requiring all of my brain cells to focus very hard right now because I cannot make up my mind and I'm getting really distracted by all of the furriness and softness and sparkle and sequins. I don't know, I think it's the practice car, it's the fun car, it's the Barbie car. I think we should just be super, super fun with it. And that is definitely this. This is fun, this is crazy, and I feel like it adds a lot of shock value when you open the car and go into it. But I don't know. So this is the front runner for sure. The suede that I already have would be really good contrasted with this, so we're just going with like the two-tone pink interior. I like this because it's sparkly. I don't know. So maybe this one would be better for like a two-tone pink thing if we're going for that. This is more Barbie, I feel like. This reminds me of like Barbie costumes and outfits and shoes and sparkly things. I like this because it has the headliner color in it, but it's more of a design and has hearts in it, and it says Barbie to me. So I don't know, I'm not eliminating anything. I'm supposed to be eliminating things right now. This might be too dark. So I love this because it's the craziest one, but the main color in here is also like the blue, and I don't have any of that in the car. So as much as I love this, and this is basically like neochrome sequin fabric, gonna have to sadly pass. It hurts me to say that. So I'm gonna put this one over here. I just can't imagine this. I really can't imagine this on the car, but I love it and it's crazy. I do feel like it might wrinkle and be like weird to work with, but this is really, really crazy.
Well, it shows up crazy on the camera.
Yeah, I know. It looks so cool. Here, where's my sample piece? So like, can you imagine headliner? See, I don't know. I think that's too much of a contrast. It might look weird. Like it might look cheap or, now I care about it looking cheap. It's funny. I don't want to eliminate this, but I think I'm eliminating this. These are our top three. These are the top three choices that it has come down to. This is a huge moment. Something about like the shiny pink really says Barbie to me. And this might look weird after a while. Like it's cool now and it's like shock value, but it might look dirty and like the fur might get weird after some time. So maybe I don't want that, but I really want to find some use case for this fur. Please give me ideas because I like it.
Your back seats.
The back seats of the 350Z, Chris?
Yep. I'll reupholster it. Wait, there are back seats in there.
Doors will be closed in 30 minutes.
I got 30 minutes to make this decision. I just realized the light pink part matches the actual seats.
Yep.
The seats are light pink, but then it also has the dark pink that's the color of the car and the dark pink of the headliner. Ugh! I'm gonna do both. I don't know. I can't decide. I couldn't decide between these two. I was torn. One of them has like the color of the seats and the color of the headliner in it, but then this one I feel like just screams Barbie. I'm just gonna get a yard of both of them and figure it out when I'm there and the headliner's done, because this fabric is actually only for the A pillars and B pillars and some other accents. I can't decide, so I'm doing both. New day, same socks and slides. This is what happens when you haven't seen your brothers in a long time and you end up just hanging out, and now it's dark. The day's pretty much over, and I think I said in my last video how I hate starting projects late in the day if I can't either finish them or make a lot of headway on them, and that's what's happening tonight. It's late, and we're only just now about to be starting. The reason why I am starting, however, now, even though it is late, is because they're working on Nabo's car. They actually just got Nabo's car started. Since they're in there having fun on Nabo's car, I figure I might as well start on this project. You know, let's do it. Let's do it. Also, I found this awesome like lanyard key thing when we were at Joann's Fabric, and this little unicorn. Now I will never lose these keys. It's so much better where the hydro placement is. Night and day difference. I still might end up adjusting this bottom point here a tiny bit to bring the hydro a little further up just so it doesn't look as awkward, but a million times better. I can actually engage it now. It's not all the way back here, so this is awesome. As you saw, these were the winners for the A-pillar lining. I love them, and I still have a very big decision to make because I have to pick one of these after I do the headliner. I know you guys saw the sample, but it looks so much cooler as the large piece. This is the pink, like fuchsia, magenta suede that I got for the headliner. I love it. This is so close to the actual color of the car, so it matches really well. It matches the steering wheel. I love it. This is going to look so good. I want to see how hard this is first. I've never done any of this before. I've literally just looked at some other videos on YouTube of people doing headliner to try and assess like how difficult this is going to be. So I've never done it before, but I think I also want to try and do the doors in the future. So maybe do the doors with this stuff as well. But before I get ahead of myself, let's at least just get through the headliner part of this. This is the 3M headliner adhesive spray. Hoping it works. Honestly, I hadn't seen a lot of videos using this, but from different reviews that I read online, I heard this works pretty well. We'll find out. My car is so pretty. I love my car. If you guys have noticed in some video, the headliner has already been done once. It was not done by me. I got the car and it already had this. Sun visors on both sides have already been painted. This has been painted too. And there you go. You can see where the headliner is actually falling down right here. There's like a big hole there. I was already planning to redo the headliner anyway, and then it started falling, so now I'm just doing it sooner than I might have otherwise. Would definitely recommend getting like interior removal tools. Wasn't that bad, but I did find out that the person who did this previously deleted the push pins that are supposed to hold it up in the back. So in the very back there, there's supposed to be like a number of push pins. They weren't there. Looking for them. They must have maybe messed them up or something and then just used the fabric to cover them up. But honestly, if you can use it without the push pins, it looks a lot cleaner. I didn't end up having to take the harness bar or the seatbelt completely out. I just loosened it enough to be able to like push the cover for the pillar there out a bit, and just having a little bit of room, I was able to squeeze the headliner out. Why does the roof look like that? And it looks like that like welding gun that people use for body work to pull out dents. That's really weird. Here it is. This is what I'm working with. It didn't seem like it cracked anywhere when I pulled it out. I saw that that was pretty easy to do. At least the main part of the headliner isn't creased or cracked, and I didn't damage it pulling it out, because honestly that's what I was really worried about. Look at how well the headliner matches the car. Dude, I love it. It's so perfect. I'm really glad I ordered it. Took a chance on the color, and I think it paid off. I did get, you know, a bunch of these like squeegee things to help smooth it out, and I'll probably recruit some help when I'm actually laying it down. This is the scary part, because I just don't want to wrinkle it really badly. This headliner thing is actually really stressful. I might have just used too much adhesive. I saw a lot of videos where it ended up coming down after like a short amount of time, and I did not want that to happen to me. I used this entire can on one half of the headliner, and that might have been a bit much. I just do not want to redo this. But because of that, it was also really, really sticky. Like, you had no time to make a mistake. Like, when it touched the headliner to the fabric, it was staying there. So luckily I did one half at a time, and the half that I started with was the passenger side. So at least if I'm gonna mess up a little bit, it's on the passenger side. I'm gonna show it to you, but I'm not like that happy about it. Here it is. This is one half of the headliner done. Honestly, the whole back part, pretty darn good. I only just started cutting that out, but I'm gonna wait to finish that until the other half is done. So this is the half that is done. And the part that drove me crazy, that I know isn't gonna bug me, but there's nothing I can do about it right now because, like I said, you just had no room for mistakes. So we couldn't even pull this back off and redo this side. But right here, obviously, like, it's not pressed all the way on. There's a small gap there, which maybe won't be as noticeable when it's in the car. I feel like it will be noticeable, but again, this is the passenger side, so I'm hoping the dome light blocks my view of this. So that's like the biggest mistake I would say on this side, and that's just from not knowing how aggressive the adhesive was gonna be, and we just couldn't fix it. Yeah, that would be my only warning, is if you're gonna do this and use a ton of really crazy adhesive like this, take your time around that area. So I'm gonna continue to just iron out like this area, cut the other hole that's right here, and then start on the other side. They're about to do something reckless. I was so frustrated because right when they started pushing his car out to drive for the first time, like this is the big moment for him, I was already putting down the fabric and the adhesive dries, so I had to stay in here by myself trying to rush and hurry this part up so I could go out there and see what was going on. I think they're gonna try and do a burnout or something in a car with no clutch or exhaust, or I don't know. They're crazy. If they end up attempting to do a burnout, I'm definitely gonna go out there and see what happens. But I was able to finish this. I actually would need to keep going over it. I was rushing out there, so I was trying to see what they were doing. Second time round, a lot better. See, I followed this line here, so now this side is gonna look way worse. But I learned my lesson on the other side that really when you're laying it down, when you get to this middle part, lay this part down first and follow this line. I think I just rushed it on the other side and did not do that. This side turned out a lot better. I'm still going around and just like tucking all the edges in, and hopefully it is still sticking since I ran out there to see what Nabo and company were up to. Oh my gosh, this is not a good idea. I'm gonna be nice and not put this on my channel. So if you wanna know what is about to happen, go check out Adam's video. This is a really bad idea. This is not a good idea. Wow.
Was that the one-wheel wheel?
Oh my gosh!
I was so scared.
What is happening?
Oh my goodness.
That smells so good. Y'all smell that? That's Chinese.
Okay, all I'm gonna say is this is the aftermath of what happens in Adam's video. And this was, I don't know, not the best idea, but it worked, and this is what happened.
Is it corded?
Marco, come look at the tire.
Fine.
No.
Wow, that is all I have to say for what just happened out there. So back to my project. I'm gonna hurry up and cut those two holes out. Also have to finish cutting the center dome light and indicator out, so I didn't finish that. I wanted to wait until both sides were on. So I'm gonna cut that stuff out and then see how it looks. I seriously love this so much. This is gonna look insane. I don't think I did that bad of a job. I learned my lesson on the passenger side and then did a lot better on the driver's side. I still feel like if it annoys me looking at it, I might just find another headliner piece from a different 350, buy that and rewrap it and not be in a rush. I have plenty of fabric to do this again, but for a first pass at it, I don't think it's that bad. I'm just gonna quickly go over all the edges again, make sure everything's smooth, and let it sit overnight, and probably end up installing it tomorrow. Okay, I just took a look at the headliner inside and it looked so good. It looks better than I went to bed thinking that it did, so I'm happy. I decided I'm just gonna go ahead and do the A-pillars as well. That way when I'm putting the headliner back in, I can assemble everything at once and be done. For my first time, I think this looks pretty amazing and I'm still so obsessed with the color. I cannot wait to see this in the car. So the next decision is figuring out the fabric for the A-pillars and probably a lot of other accents in the car as well. So this is determining a lot. We have that as an option, the heart fabric, and we have this, which I feel like the shiny one totally screams Barbie, but I like the idea of a pattern or design or something on the A-pillars. I don't know, I just think it's gonna look really good. Man. What do I do? What do I do? Okay, after a lot of thought, I kind of loosely wrapped them each in the fabric to get a better idea of what it would look like. I think I'm gonna go with the heart pattern. I don't know. It has the color of the seat, so that lighter pink, and it has the exact shade that the suede is, and the material is also like more similar to the suede. Oh, this is so hard. I'm making the decision. That's it. I'm gonna go with this fabric for pillar accents. Done deal. Oh, I gotta stop looking at the other fabric. I'm gonna have to put the other fabric in a different room so that I stop thinking that this is an option. And I know Adam mentioned like sun glare too from the A-pillar since this is really shiny. I really wanted to use my Barbie fabric. I still think I'm gonna try and find a use for this. I'm gonna put it away for now so I don't keep changing my mind, but you might not have seen the last of the Barbie fabric. So the first thing I'm gonna do is paint these freshly black. Why does this always happen? Okay, I go to an auto parts store for one thing. I have one thing on my list. All I needed was fabric vinyl paint. That's all I needed. And I leave the store with way more than that and more things to do, so let me just show you really quick my haul. I was going into the store for this vinyl and fabric paint because I think this is just going to be the best stuff to use for the visors. So I got this in gloss black. But then, oh man, but then I got this too. Mostly because Adam told me that for like the center dash area of his 350Z, he ended up plasti dipping it and it's held up really well and worked well, especially with that weird texture that the Z interior has there. And then I saw this, as this is basically Rust-Oleum's version of plasti dip in matte pink, and it's a lighter pink, like the shade that I do have in like the A-pillar fabric that I'm using. So I don't know, maybe I'm gonna try and paint that. I don't know if it's gonna be today, but boom, I got this. I'm definitely gonna try and spray at least a sample first to see how it dries. 'Cause I feel like with a lot of these paints, it's never the color on the cap, or it never looks like that as an end result. I don't know, but here we go. Now I got this. Got me some valve caps that are pink with sparklies in them. And then I just got some other funny stuff because I just, you know, why not? I got some decor for the rear view mirror. A heart pendant that's sparkly with rhinestones in it because why not? We're gonna add more hearts to the car. Ugh. Why does that always happen to me? You guys might make fun of me. I'm just having fun with this car, for real. Like, it's my practice drift car. I got a dope Barbie theme. I just want to look at it and get inside it and just be happy and just want to have fun. And that's the car that I'm building. I'm heading back to the shop. I'm gonna try out my new fabric spray paint and start working on the A-pillars. All right, we have our two sun visors. I'm hanging them by welding rod because that's all we have. And I was able to somehow hang them both so they are completely free in the air, so I'll be able to get around on every part. This stuff works so amazingly. 2 pieces cut out for the A-pillars. It is now the time to officially put that on here. Okay, so A-pillars, not as easy as I thought they would be. In fact, they were probably the hardest just because of the curves on each side, the main curves, so coming down to here and then at the top. So I've probably been working on the edges and smoothing stuff out and trying to get wrinkles out and trying to re-glue the edges around for probably over an hour. I'm happy with them, but this was definitely not easy. I think these are gonna look amazing and pop like crazy with the headliner. Sun visor update. These are completely dry now. Way better than I was expecting. They look pretty much brand new. The headliner's in, the A-pillars are in, and I even added some extra surprises to the car because I had some time. I needed to paint more than just the sun visors. There was other little pieces like the dome light and some of the connectors that I wanted to paint as well. So while I was waiting for those to dry, I ended up wrapping more stuff in the heart fabric.
Oh, so good.
You like it?
I love it.
Isn't it crazy? This is what I was saying was the extra piece I decided to wrap anyway while I was waiting for some other stuff to dry. And I love it. It's the same as the A-pillars. And this looks ridiculous.
It ties everything together.
Yeah.
It's got the colors from both in it.
Yeah, no, it made a huge difference with the seats too. And I didn't know how much it would really look like it belonged just because it has that color of the seats. It looks so good. Like at first I thought, oh, I did an average job, but no. This looks so incredible. I am so happy with this. I feel like I'm gonna have to do custom headliner to every single car that I own now. I absolutely love it. It really, really is making like the seats and everything pop and come together. 100% the heart pattern fabric was the right move. It was the best move. It seriously is bringing out the seats, even like that exact color is the color of the seats, and it has the exact pink that was in the headliner and the exact shade of pink that the car actually is. So especially when you see it kind of from the outside looking in, look, see, look, there's the color of the car, and that color is in here. Like this was it. This was the perfect fabric. Really glad I took the extra time to do the pieces on the door as well to just tie in the A-pillar, and all of this stuff turned out amazing as well. So I resprayed the visors black and it's shiny. They honestly look brand new. The dome light as well. I took this apart and sprayed everything. This is actually what I'd forgotten to spray on camera. Same with the little visor pieces. So while I was waiting for this to dry is when I decided to go ahead and do the pieces that were on the doors. Everything looked so good. Look at this. I am so happy with how everything turned out. I was really nervous, just it being my first time doing this. It is a ton of work, but now seeing it all together, for me, it was completely worth it. It's just the kind of work that is more stressful when you're doing it because of the glue and the adhesive, and you really cannot make a mistake. And pretty much for every piece that I did, I learned the first time I did it, and then I did it way better the second time. For the headliner, the first half I did, I made some mistakes. I learned from that. Second half, great. Same with the A-pillars. First one, not the best. Second one, way better. Same with the door pieces. Now I would feel a lot more confident tackling a project like this again, but completely worth it. I seriously am gonna have to do this to every single one of my cars now. It for real adds so much more to the car. All my in-car videos are gonna be sick, and I just love it. I love the wow factor. This is totally turning into a Barbie car now. I know earlier I mentioned getting that matte pink plasti dip type stuff, and I'm totally using that. I don't have enough time to include it in this video, maybe the next one, but this is what it looks like, and it's actually holds up really, really well. This is so perfect. I was worried about the shade of pink it would actually be, and I love this. So that's coming up next. This whole centerpiece in here is gonna be this color. The inside of this car is just gonna get crazier and crazier. I did not forget about my extra little ditties that I found at the auto parts store. Okay, honestly, this is like something for your hair. Okay, honestly, I might take this and not put it on my car and just use it for my hair. I swear this is something for your hair and they just repurposed it in automotive packaging, but we're gonna try it, we're gonna try it. Not working. My mirror is too skinny. It needs to be a beefier mirror in order to work. This isn't gonna work, that's a bummer. I just decided though that I'm going to paint the mirror the plastic dip pink. So I'll just include that when I end up doing the center dash area. This one has to be a success. Gotta add more hearts. Beautiful, I love it. Well, that is it for this video. I hope you liked my transformation that is ongoing for my Barbie drift car. I can't believe how good the headliner turned out. And the pillars, I'd never done anything like this before. It was stressful, it wasn't easy, but it was totally worth it. This is my world now inside this car. I am loving the aesthetic of how this build is coming together so much. So you know it's only gonna continue to get crazier and crazier from here. Thank you to everyone that is accepting me for me and all of my craziness that comes with the way I build my cars. And you know, I'm just having fun with it and I'm not ashamed of it. So I'm having a blast with this build. Comment below if you guys have any crazy ideas. I will see you guys in the next video.